The novel Western Lane, written by Chetna Maroo, was published on February 7, 2023. This is her debut novel, which is a powerful coming-of-age story that uses the world of squash as a backdrop to explore complex themes of grief, family dynamics, and identity. The story revolves around 11-year-old Gopi, who has recently lost her mother. With her mother's passing, Gopi, her two older sisters, and her emotionally uncommunicative father find themselves in a state of emotional turmoil and disconnect. Gopi, a dedicated squash player, uses the sport as an escape and a way to cope with her grief. Her father, in an attempt to provide structure and purpose, enrolls Gopi and her sisters in intensive squash training at Western Lane, a sports centre just outside London. Maroo expertly weaves together the sport of squash with the emotional journey of her characters. The game of squash becomes a metaphor for the characters' lives, where they must navigate tight spaces, make quick decisions, and learn to find their shots and make the space they need, both on and off the court. One of the strengths of Maroo's writing is her ability to capture the subtleties of human emotions and relationships. Gopi's observations and insights into the adults around her, especially her father and her aunts, reveal her keen perception and sensitivity. Maroo also delves into the non-verbal aspects of communication, highlighting how gestures, body language, and unspoken emotions can speak volumes. The novel beautifully portrays the immigrant experience, touching on the challenges of language barriers and cultural differences. Gopi and her sisters, despite being born and raised in the UK, struggle with their Gujarati heritage, creating a poignant exploration of identity and belonging. The character development in Western Lane is exceptional. Gopi's transformation from a grieving child to a resilient and determined athlete is both believable and inspiring. Her relationship with Ged, a fellow squash player, adds depth to the story, as their shared passion for the sport and the unspoken connection between them create a sense of hope amidst the grief. Maroo's prose is lyrical and evocative, drawing readers into the world of squash and the emotions of her characters. She pays meticulous attention to the sensory experiences of the sport, from the sound of the ball hitting the wall to the physical sensations of playing. These descriptions add depth to the narrative and make the squash scenes come alive. While Western Lane deals with themes of loss and grief, it also explores the resilience of the human spirit and the power of passion and determination. The novel reminds us that even in the face of tragedy, there can be moments of triumph and self-discovery. In conclusion, Chetna Maroo's Western Lane is a remarkable debut novel that combines the world of sports with a moving exploration of grief, family, and identity. Maroo's writing is both sensitive and insightful, making this a book that lingers in the reader's mind long after the final page. Western Lane is a must-read for anyone who appreciates beautifully crafted literary fiction and coming-of-age stories with depth and heart.